Hey guys, I'm finally back on YouTube. Whew! Yay! I had some serious health issues and had to take a 3-month break from YouTube. It was honestly super tough, but all your comments gave me so much energy. And now I've finally recovered enough to make videos again. Yatta! So seriously, thank you so much. In this video I want to talk about what really happened in these 3 months. You guys cheered me up so much, so I hope this story can cheer you up too. Let's get started. June 18th, collapsed lung. Yeah, collapsed lung is a disease where your lung gets a hole in it. So here's how it happens. I was helping a friend move a sofa. Then suddenly, yeah, my lung collapsed. That's it. People always ask me, what does collapsed lung feel like? Okay, let me explain. Do you remember when you were a kid, putting a plastic bag over your head and seeing how long you could last? Don't ever do that now. At first you're fine, but then it gets harder and harder to breathe, right? You keep trying to inhale, but it feels like nothing's going in. Yeah, that's like that. And what happens is, your breathing gets faster and you start panicking, your face turns pale, and your mind starts to fade. Luckily, my friend rushed me to the hospital, and that literally saved my life. If we had been even a little late, things could have gone really bad. So, whew! I'm so happy to be alive. But Aki, you look healthy. Why did this happen? Yeah, the truth is, collapsed lung don't have a clear cause. It can happen to anyone, even healthy people. But there's one type of people who's more likely to get it. Tall and skinny people. So if that's you, watch out. And you know what? Tall and skinny people usually look pretty cool, right? So that's why in Japan it's funny, but we even call it handsome guy disease. Since that was my second time, so I guess that makes me super handsome. Thank you so much. The surgery. So here's how collapsed lung works. First, tiny weak spots, kind of like little balloons, started from your lung. Then one of these balloons pops, air leaks out. Last time I had a surgery, there was just one big balloon and a big hole. But this time there was tons of them all over the place. Basically, my lung had full of spots, ready to burst any moment. That's so scary, right? So the doctors went in, removed all these weak spots. Yeah, they had to cut out part of my left lung, sadly. A baby sitting on my chest. Luckily, the surgery itself went well. Normally, people can leave the hospital in a day or two after that. But me? No, I couldn't. Why? Because the surgery damaged our nerve that controls breathing. Whoa. So what happened was, I couldn't breathe properly anymore. I mean, like, it felt so heavy. Like a baby was sitting right on my chest all the time. Yeah, seriously. Or try this. Cover your mouth and nose with your hand. Okay? And then try to breathe in. Like... It's so heavy, right? The air. So heavy. It's like that. You need so much effort to breathe in. So without focusing, my breathing gets super shallow and I literally run out of oxygen. It's really tough to handle. Honestly, I kept thinking, I just want to cut my throat open and pump air straight into my lungs. Of course, there is no way I could work like that. So I ended up staying in the hospital for a whole 2 weeks. June 30th, discharged with the baby still on my chest. On this day, the doctor finally gave me permission to leave the hospital. I was like, whew! But honestly, it still felt like a baby was sitting on my chest, making it hard to breathe. Luckily, my partner flew all the way to Okinawa to support me. I feel so safe. When I ate her home-cooked meal, I was so happy I literally cried. I thought, I'm alive, I'm so glad. But even then, I couldn't work because my breathing was shallow and my brain was always low on oxygen. I tried to write a script all the time, but I couldn't focus. No words would come out to me, and I was like, oh my gosh. That's when I realized for the first time how important breathing really is. If the quality of breathing is bad, your performance drop like crazy. So I started reading every book I could find about breathing. I tried almost all kinds of breathing techniques, and little by little, I learned how to breathe deeper and deeper. And what happened? The heaviness in my chest started to ease, started to feel lighter. Yet the baby sitting on my chest getting smaller. Then my health started to improve dramatically. My brain began to work again. I was able to walk a little, and my body was moving a lot better too. At the time, I was so happy. I really thought I was on my way to full recovery. But then something happened. In mid-July, while I was walking outside, it suddenly felt like a plastic bag were thrown over my head again. Yeah, that same terrifying suffocation came back. And I was like, oh no, not again. It is another collapsed lung. I was in total despair, so shocked. Thankfully, my partner was with me, so she rushed me to the hospital right away. Nothing they could do. After the checkup, the good news was it wasn't another collapsed lung. Whew! The doctor said it's probably from nerve damage, or maybe the nerve have just become super sensitive. So I asked, okay, so doctor, how do I fix it? Then he said, there's nothing we can do. I was like, what? Yeah, for nerves, only time can heal. Okay. Yeah, that answer hit me really hard. Yeah, just like that, my life lying on the bed started all over again. At that time, I kept wondering, am I gonna be stuck in the bed forever? The anxiety was overwhelming. Hope. After about 2 weeks of rest, my breathing started to get easier. First, I could walk again. I could write YouTube script little by little. I managed to film videos again. I could get on a plane and even travel with my family. Step by step, I was able to get back to my normal life. And I thought, okay, I'm finally on the road to full recovery. I started to feel real hope. But then in mid-August, another accident happened. Afraid to sleep. Yeah, it happened during a family trip. At night, when I was about to go to bed, suddenly my breathing got heavy again. The nerves starting acting up once more. A baby sitting on my chest, it had gotten smaller before, but now it suddenly grew bigger, even heavier than before. So from that night, I couldn't sleep properly anymore. Not on my back, not on my side. Nothing worked. It's so tough. Do you know what happens if you can't sleep night after night? You start to become afraid of sleep itself. Every night I thought, what if I can't sleep again tonight? And that makes me even harder to sleep. That's when I realized being able to sleep is such a blessing. I tried everything. Stretching, changing my breathing techniques, getting massages. I even went to counseling. But nothing's worked right away. The stress kept building, the anxiety grew, and my focus completely gone. Yeah, I couldn't work at all. And after 2 weeks, almost no sleep, my body and mind couldn't take it anymore. Yeah, I decided to rely on sleeping medicine. I had medicine, but sometimes you need it. Right now, little by little. But right now, I'm slowly recovering, bit by bit. It feels like the baby on my chest. Before, this size, this big, but now, I feel like this size. Yes. Yeah, breathing became easier, lighter. Sometimes I don't need take medicine to sleep. The best thing is, I can finally sit here and talk to you again. Yeah, that's where I'm right now. Doing my best and believing 100% that I'll fully recover. Yeah, I know, life can be tough, sometimes for you too. But don't give up hope. Remember, because the weather is cold, the cherry blossoms bloom so beautifully in spring. Spring will always come. So, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye!